it's time for the final match of today's Code S, a TBT. So far we know Sulky's out, Nesty, to be totally brutal, totally deserves to be out of this Code S. That was a painful game to cast.
So many times,
that was
actually.
so painful to cast.
He gets ahead, and it's like he just stops paying attention. He did it against Sparta. That's how he fell out. He had that game won. He's done it countless times, to be honest. For some reason, it's not coming to me right this second.
No, I know what you're talking about.
He really has done that a lot, and it's a shame. But anyways, on to our next match. TaeJa against Noblesse. I think that this one's going to be pretty close, pretty good. You know, TaeJa obviously the big favorite, but how good is he feeling?
I don't know. You know, I mean, Noblesse, that was a sloppy last game that we saw there.
Well, that was an indication comeback, I tell you.
Of fatigue, though.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, fatigue
played a lot of long games. All right, well, it is Belshir Vestige coming up. TVT action. Your prediction?
I'm going to go with TaeJa 2-0.
I think TaeJa 2-1.
Think so?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's see what happens. We are going into this game now. Who will move on to the round of 16? Will it be Noblesse in an upset, or will it be TaeJa, as we predicted? We'll find out soon. In the upper left, in the red, we've got our Terran player, which I found it is Noblesse means French royalty or something like that. Oh, he is. I messed that up.
MVP Noblesse.
It's from like a video game.
French nobility. It means French nobility.
Okay.
La Noblesse. So now we know.
All right.
Learning is fun.
Who's this guy?
In the bottom right, a legend right now and a fan favorite. He is
TaeJa.
I'm excited, tasteless.
Yeah. And it looks like it's going to be a very aggressive opener here from TaeJa.
Yeah, it could be just Proxy Marine, but more likely it's going to be Proxy Marauder, perhaps Reaper. We've seen a lot of Proxy Reapers lately.
Yeah.
This map in particular, I don't like Reapers nearly as much on. Doesn't really have that many spots to jump up, to be honest. And we'll have to see, though.
This could be going into Banshee, of course, too.
Yeah, it could be for some add-ons later on, absolutely. We've seen a lot of builds like this lately in TBT.
It looks like TaeJa is interested in changing the tempo of the last few games Noblesse played.
Mm-hmm. No,
you know,
that
you
makes a lot of
play
sense.
a long macro game a few times in a row. A few macro games, I should say, a few times in a row. Mm-hmm. Then suddenly you're proxied next game.
Yeah, yeah. And Noblesse doesn't look like he's scouting. It looks like he's going just for a fast command center. So, you know, that's the best scenario for TaeJa, basically.
He's by the way, TaeJa's going double gas here.
Coolness. All right, so he's going to have a lot of aggression, yeah. All right, let's see his tech lab finish. Reaper.
All right. Whoa.
Oh. Craziness. All right, now this Reaper, obviously a Reaper can beat one Marine. 3 Reapers is kind of the magic number where you start really slaughtering off Marines.
Oh, yeah.
If you have some nice micro. But the thing is, it takes so long to build 3 Reapers that you kind of have to start pressuring immediately with your first Reaper.
Now, you did make a very good observation, Artosis. This is not the best map to do this build.
I don't feel it is.
I don't feel it is either.
Well, we'll see what he can get done with this. I like how he moves his Marine back. Very small, but very good move. Let's go after this SCV if possible. Oh, he tries to draw the Marines. That's so smart.
So smart.
Yeah, that's going to be annoying. Can probably grab, like, in SCV, possibly 2.
Nice control so far by TaeJa.
Yeah, very nice micro.
It's up to Noblesse to try to corner this Reaper and do it fast.
Right,
nice.
Got a Marine and an
SCV.
Another Reaper on the way. Will he make a third? He does. He starts a third, and the factory is on the way. Will he get Reaper speed? Will he go into Starport?
I think he's going to try to send this Reaper over to the bunker over here.
Ooh. This is really nice. That's going to be quite annoying.
Yeah.
Now, it looks like he's going right into Banshee. I don't think it's going to be like a Reaper speed type of scenario, but he can definitely make this lift.
Yeah.
He's really slowing down quite a bit. This has been a well-executed little Reaper push, proxy Reaper push. Noblesse is getting his own starport, so the Banshee that's going to be incoming from TaeJa not going to be nearly as scary.
Yeah. So very different builds here. One guy going for an econ opener, the other going for a very aggressive rush here that kind of avoids out any benefits that you would have from an econ opener. But it doesn't mean that now TaeJa has a lead.
Yeah, not quite. He definitely has a small tech advantage.
Sure.
The SCV count is actually 2040 each player. So he hasn't really gained a significant lead yet, and he hasn't even started his second command center. So TaeJa's economy is still going to be behind Noblesse's. We'll see what he can do with these Banshees. He definitely could switch that over to being his. And does that actually...
Can't see the tech lab.
Yeah.
So he doesn't
I
have
bet
too
he
much.
can guess.
Yeah, right.
I bet you followed up your Reaper Rush with a Viking. So, yeah, that's what I did.
Reaper Viking can't be stopped.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Oh, yes.
Well, kind of an interesting build here from TaeJa.
I like it. I really like to see stuff like this. We have Siege Mode and a Siege Tank on the way, so he's going to be able to clean up that bunker so easily. Also getting an Engineering Bay as well as Vikings, so Noblesse should be completely ready, but that doesn't mean that Cloak Banshee isn't still very useful. You can't cover everything with turrets. You can force a lot of scans. You can pick some things off.
Sure.
You can make it generally uncomfortable. In fact, you might just chase that Siege Tank away.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, then the Vikings can come out, though, which is a little bit of an issue. Oh, he really wants that.
Nicely
done. That was a
really
beautiful
nicely
snipe.
done. Yeah, that was awesome. Nice cloak right there, and he can be scanned and killed so easily here. Oh, you know what? He's just barely going to get away.
Yeah. Just barely. Oh, my God, that was close.
The second Banshee's on the way now. Second command center is done. And the second base here for Noblesse is not able to be mined from yet.
Yeah, the amount that TaeJa has actually slowed him down is quite phenomenal. You know, Noblesse's opening wasn't bad. It's just TaeJa's, his decision making here and the micro as well has been completely awesome. He's controlled this game basically from the start.
Yeah, he really has. Well, looks like the Banshee's going to come in here now, but nope, there's a turret here and double Vikings. So, oh nice, gets out of there with a Reaper.
Yeah, very well done. Those Reapers still have some use. They're very fast. They can hold watchtowers, scout around a little bit.
Yep.
Not bad at all. Any SCVs that come out, they can easily catch.
All right, on the run right now, guns down one Banshee, and Noblesse is looking for vengeance right now. He's going to push out here and see if he can't possibly deny TaeJa's second base from being set up, trying to do a little bit of catch-up here.
I don't think so, though. You know, he's making a bunker. His siege mode just finished up. He's going to have at least 2 tanks when he gets there, and he's making Vikings. So the advantages that Noblesse has are so minimal. I really don't see it making enough of a difference.
Not too much headway here. The Vikings will help spot, of course.
Yeah. He's even going to put a Reaper into this bunker because they do have so much damage against Marines in case the Marine attacks.
Yeah.
He'll miscalculate the amount of damage coming out of that bunker at Marines.
You never factor that in when you run towards bunkers. Like, what if they're full of Reapers?
Yeah, that's true.
I remember you ever mess around with the range a ghost can have inside of a bunker?
In StarCraft 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Every now and then, man.
Put in there like,
Ghost in a
really
bunker versus
smart.
Guardians.
Yeah, it's so funny.
So true.
Well, not much Noblesse can do to damage him, so he opts to expand again. That's a smart move. TaeJa already prepared, and this is not going to work either here. He wants to put siege tanks in the low ground. TaeJa already prepared.
Oh, yeah. Very nice. Doesn't kill anything, but damages it all, makes him run away. Noblesse trying to keep pressure on. You know, he figures, well, you know, you put so much into that rush, shouldn't I be able to do some counter damage? The answer is absolutely not.
Absolutely not. How unreasonable of you is actually the answer to that.
I'm Liquid TaeJa. What do you want here?
You can't do that.
No, you can't attack me. What? I'm the one that attacks.
Well, Starport now landing over here. So we're going to get medevacs, double medevacs, and Vikings if need be. Right now, air dominance does go to Noblesse.
Well, not anymore. He's
ground dominance as well.
Dominate everything just by going mass Viking. Wow.
2 more racks is on the way.
Yeah, the game is really normalizing here. They're both going into Marine Siege Tank. They're both getting their third command centers ready. Noblesse actually expanding a lot quicker, though, because his command center's over there on the side, whereas TaeJa made his in a more safe position in his main base. Still some very nice harassment coming out of this Banshee.
Yep, very nice.
Siege tank there.
Interesting to see that the Banshee harassment now being more effective than it was earlier, you know? Oh, he's going to get scanned?
I don't think so. He's not going to kill it with one scan if he does.
Yeah. And TaeJa's on the move. Oh, he wants him to scan so badly, so he's looking.
Is he luring him with a red siege tank? Look at this micro by TaeJa. Oh my god.
See, he did it. Nice baiting.
Yeah, that was a beautiful bait. It was masterful.
Now we got the army of TaeJa going back down here. Now remember, TaeJa's not taking a third yet, where Noblesse has already opted to. But on that note, it does look like is there a third? Oh, yeah, there's a third command center on the way. So that'll be occupied very soon.
Yeah, and the SCV count is pretty close. Noblesse at 54, 61 for TaeJa. So the economy's neck and neck right now. Their unit count, extremely close as well. TaeJa's is a bit better. He's got an additional siege tank. He's got a few extra Marines. But does that actually matter?
Nah.
No, it's
not really.
They're
not
really
so much,
neck and neck. Nah. Sorry, bro.
Sorry, bro. Then the other guy's gonna be like, bro, I'm not your bro, and he pushes back.
It's like two pain users.
Well, nice.
Ooh.
Nice little snipe there on the tank. There you go.
Wow, that Banshee has been an absolute hero this game.
Yeah, a real asset here.
Yeah.
For TaeJa.
TaeJa always thinking of his teammates. Yeah, the Banshee was a hero.
Ah, okay, I didn't get it the first time. I get it. All right, yeah, we're wiping out the medevacs.
This is a nice little attack.
Yep.
But it will be cleaned up.
Not too helpful there for Noblesse. Noblesse also pushing out on the left side of the map. The army of TaeJa in the lower middle. I don't know if they're going to engage each other. Do note that TaeJa does have a vision of the watchtower closer to him, so you should be able to see what's coming.
Also, TaeJa has a way better army now. He's got way more SCVs. He's got more medevacs. He's got more siege tanks. He's got the same amount of Marines. TaeJa has just taken the lead overall.
TaeJa is getting the slightest lead here. It's a series of very small, subtle moves that are allowed to slowly push ahead.
That's right, but these Marines actually picking off quite a few of these Vikings, which is quite annoying as well. You do want to have a decent Viking count so that you can actually control the skies and be able to push against your opponent with that extra vision that they give you. Perhaps punish a fleeting Terran's medevacs as well.
Sure, sure. I think that's what the Vikings are almost best for at this phase of the game, is just you can just mow down Vikings. I mean, medevacs, excuse me.
Indeed. Well, both of our players, not in positions where they can really do all that much to each other because they have such similar armies. They're both pretty well map aware. So TaeJa actually is the first to realize this and immediately throws down to the command center.
A scan here. They're both scanning each other, actually, so nobody's going to engage anybody else. And one Reaper coming up here. Nice.
Wow. A couple extra kills in the late game. Those Reapers lasted till 17 minutes and 40
It's pretty
seconds.
funny.
Yeah, well, at least one of them did. The fact that he was still getting use out of them. Pretty awesome. They're all gone now. So,
And we may have a possible engagement up here. Nope, they're just too good at scanning each other and checking.
yeah, their armies are so close in upgrades, in value, in numbers, that basically whoever has a better position, whoever sieged up first, will win the battle, which means this is turning a little bit stalemating, but eventually someone's going to mess up.
All right, nice. Gunning down those two Vikings, that's a little something. Okay, that's a good placement for this one siege tank. Oh, he's going for it. And remember, those siege tanks are in the back.
This is good for TaeJa. He's really pushing forward
my
here.
God, he's controlling so well.
Yeah, and he's killed a lot of these siege tanks. Noblesse's supply is beginning to plummet. In fact, TaeJa's Marines absolutely slaughtering everything.
That was so well executed.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I got a lot to say about that. It looks like he's going to keep pushing up here and try to wipe out the third. when he saw that his opponent was on the run, he said, "Okay, my stim marines are faster than your fleeing siege tanks.
Yeah.
Therefore, if you're running, I'm going to kill every single siege tank." So then he all of a sudden had to engage. But then, at the same time, TaeJa also set up siege mode so that he'd be in range of his opponent's marines. So he handled that perfectly, man.
It was insanely
That was
well done.
so good.
TaeJa waited. Noblesse made one small mistake, got in the wrong position just for a moment, and TaeJa absolutely punished him. This is what a world-class player does.
Absolutely.
Well, TaeJa going in for what he hopes is the death push. Now, it is TBT with siege tanks, so there's a possibility that Noblesse can hold this off and start trying to come back.
All right, but I don't think he's going to let that happen.
No, it doesn't look like it. Picking off a couple more siege tanks, that's what you need to do to keep pushing forward. The ring count's important, but the siege count actually more important at this point.
All right, siege tank's doing a lot of damage up here to these Marines. And by the way, Noblesse cleans up the attack at the far right, but TaeJa's continuing to push in here now towards the second siege tank sieging up. I don't know how much longer Noblesse is going to be able to hang on.
No, Noblesse he's almost done, man. He's up here, he's divided the base, which means that third will die. And
GG, well played there by Liquid TaeJa.
Seriously, that was fantastic play the entire game from TaeJa. You know what, his wrist maybe hurt him, but it didn't look like it that game.
He was a beast in that game.
He was a beast.
That little engagement was so well executed. I am so completely blown away.
He beasted that like Rotterdam at the gym, man. That was insane.
Oh, I believe it. I have yet to have another Mr. Bitter Rotterdam dream.
Is that right?
I only had one dream about them ever.
I only daydream about those two.
Really?
Yeah.
I think I said this in the cast a while ago, but one time I had a dream that Mr. Bitter and Rotterdam were playing guitars shirtless. And they were like really cut up, and they were cooler than Dan and me, and I was having like a hard time coming to terms with that.
Most of that is actually true, though.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Right.
Then I woke up covered in sweat, screaming. Mom! And then I'm like, oh God, it was a dream.
Like, oh God, I live in Korea. My mom's not here. And that's when Taesis called me.
Yep.
Taesis is 4
Dad!
a.m.
Dan, can I sleep in your bed? I had a bad dream.
I'm like, yeah, Taesis, grab a taxi and come over to my apartment.
All right. I'm like, hold on, I'm going to go shower, okay? Right, we're going to go into the next game here. And the map that Noblesse picked is Whirlwind.
Oh, good.
So this should be a pretty epic
Could be a long one.
Could be a long one. Probably will be.
Yeah.
So,
and you know what? I feel like that's good for TaeJa, because the longer that game went, he just waited and waited until Noblesse did something wrong. It's hard to play a perfect game, Taesis.
It really is. All right, my nerds, get ready for the next match. We're going to see if Noblesse can start to come back, or if TaeJa's going to close us out here in this group at the GSL.